GreatDad.com, and I'm here in the bookstore scene in Pittsburgh, and I'm going to try to get through here without a lot of damage and get out of the bookstore without having to attack anybody. I did this once before, kind of like a speed run, but I was worried that I would leave a lot of items behind, and then I went back and played it and tried to take out as many guys. There isn't a lot to be collected on grounded mode in the bookstore, and all of it is really way down like a kitchen office area way down to the right there, and you can get to it by not taking anybody out, I think, or maybe one guy out, but you have to go. Oh, maybe we'll just end up taking him out here. That was the first guy that I saw that actually had any bullets. So, you know, there could be a guy behind you who sees you, but in this case, I don't think the guy looks over the side, so we'll probably be okay. Well, that wasn't what I had in mind.
Oh my God.
But we'll just pick up our items here, and hopefully that won't... Oh, that was not what I was planning on here, but now we kind of will have to deal with the aftermath, I'm afraid. Okay, so much for that. So the trick, obviously, we're going to start off again. Hi, it's Paul Bain with GreatDad.com, playing grounded mode in Pittsburgh, and I'm trying to do a run-through quick. Sorry about that. I'm trying to do a run-through quickly of the bookstore. And the trick here is if you can get back here and avoid taking out anybody or taking them out very quietly, you can get upstairs really fast and get out of here. The only things that are to be collected here are in the rooms to the back, so we're not going to go hunting around the entire bookstore. We're going to try to keep it as quiet as we can, take out one or two guys if we have to, get upstairs and get out of there and get down the stairs and away from here, since there's not a lot to get. But if you kill anybody and make any noise, you got to plan on being attacked by a lot more people right away. And like a lot of things in grounded mode, it's better to avoid a lot of activity than it is to, let's see. So this guy, I think the last time I came through here, I was able to take him out. Well, so much for that. All right, Paul Bain with GreatDad.com here. I am trying to get through the bookstore in grounded mode without taking anybody out. It's strange, you know, when I didn't record this, I zoomed through this like a... New head honcho. Like just moving crazy, and now the AI is having its way with me, so it just goes to show you should always be press and record. So the trick here in bookstore is to lower level. There's really nothing to collect On the upper level, there's nothing to collect. All the stuff that you have is way down here to the right in some offices and storerooms. So we're not going to spend a lot of time roaming around here searching. I did that on grounded mode and found nothing. I did just run through this and take out a guy, and he left behind a rifle cartridge. So there is a possibility of getting some rifle cartridges here, but not necessarily. Okay, so this guy here, if we can take him out, we can do this quietly. But I think that guy just saw me again, so that's not going to work. Oh, shoot. That is painful. Okay, so I guess we learned the lesson there. Okay, Paul Baines with GreatDad.com. We are playing the bookstore in Pittsburgh on grounded mode. We've now gone through this, 4 times and got killed each time. So the learning that I did with my quick run through, my unrecorded run through, is not paying off very well. What I was saying is that there's nothing really to be collected here in the bookstore except for rooms way down there to the right. So there's no reason to go roaming around and pick off all these guys. The idea is to get out of here as quickly as possible. So let's try it again.
That shit ain't happening. I've heard that expansion talk way too many times. And every time we try, it ends up with a bunch of us getting killed.
How do you know? Maybe things will be different now.
Keep your expectations in check, young'un. You'll live longer.
So this time he did not follow over that way, so that means we can... Oh, jeez, really? Okay, clearly this is not working. Paul Baines with GreatDad.com here. I'm trying to do the bookstore on grounded mode, run through number 6. I have failed at this now quite a few times, so we clearly are not doing something that I did when I did a quick run through. But the trick here in grounded mode is not to spend a lot of time searching the place. All you need to do is really take as many people out as you possibly can, and
To your right.
not take out, I should say, don't take out as many people as you can. Try to get through here without any damage or any altercations. Though I think maybe I'll switch it out and take out some guys with arrows if I have to. If you get somebody here and beat them up, I don't know if anybody else will be alerted to your presence.
Oh my god.
Hopefully I got my arrow back. Now if we get this guy, we can take him off. Okay, take him out stealthily. I don't know how many guys the AI has planted in here, but after getting killed 6 times in a row in the bookstore just now, I'm kind of loath to keep on doing the same thing, hoping for a different result. But that is the thing with the AI, is it doesn't always cooperate. And the one time I did running through here and got everybody without any issues may have just been a fluke, because I don't seem to be doing as well this time. When I did play it before, I took out these 2 guys. Saw one other guy over here. He doesn't seem to see me, but now I know where he is. So I may come around and try to take him out. Since if you do get in a melee situation, the fewer of them there are, the better off you'll be. And we like to keep our arrows. Definitely like to keep our arrows. I wish I could report there's tons of stuff back here to catch on to, but really doesn't exist. Now we could, if we wanted to, just run up to the bookstore and not deal with any of these guys. But I want to get to the back storage room because that's where the goodies are. The last time I've done this, the AI has sent some guys over this way. So we'll plan on that happening again. Well, I don't see any of them. What should we do? Should we venture out? I feel like as soon as I do, I'll end up having some guys jumping on top of me. But that may have been all the guys that I just was trying to avoid, so... I don't see how he walks right by Ellie and just doesn't... Well, that wasn't good. Paul Baines with GreatDad.com. We're going to play through the bookstore scene in The Last of Us. We know from the AI that we can go around this way without any problems. We just died like 7 times in a row without any success, so we're taking this kind of gingerly. I had one successful run through on grounded mode where I was able to do this without any problems and have not been able to reproduce that result.
Son of a bitch!
Well, that's not the way I planned this. What was that? Okay, Paul Baines with GreatDad.com here. We are playing for the that 9th time now the bookstore scene from Pittsburgh on grounded mode, and I kind of thought I had it down here, but I'm flailing madly after having one experience at this. Now this group of 3 guys, they split up, and I think the AI now sends one of them this way and sends one of them down that way eventually. So we're going to wait here. It's frustrating. There isn't a lot to get on this in the bookstore, so what we're really trying to do is just get through it and end up on the other side. And if we have to take out a bunch of guys, I guess we're going to do that, but this is not.
Fuck.
I mean, in general, we know that this is. Now the AI will send another guy through this way, I think, in a second. Unless he comes through that way. I don't understand why, if you don't have the. Oh, I missed him. He was in the shadows. That was close. So I think, since we have already taken 2 of them out, it makes more sense to come all the way back here, checking constantly to see where that 3rd guy went. If he's somehow still up here, he's a problem for us. I'm not averse to taking one or 2 guys out using arrows if we have to. Oh, we got the 3 guys here again? Darn.
Same bullshit talk.
Don't want to deal with them.
I don't know. Now that we have enough people watching all the exits, he says we can set up a larger perimeter.
What is that really gonna give us?
I don't know. Maybe we find some gas.
But I think in this case, if I can see correctly, if there's only 2 of them versus 3,
That shit ain't happening. I've heard that expansion talk way too
they'll have the
much.
same
And every time
conversation.
we try, it ends up with a bunch of us getting killed.
How do you know?
Well,
Maybe
the same conversation whether you come in
Keep your
from the right side or the left side.
You live longer.
It's all about seeing movies. Oh, it is 3 guys. Shoot.
Hey, I heard something. Yeah, what the hell was that?
That's not good. Really needed to put him away. But they don't know I'm here, so that's a good thing at least. But now, since I've lost that arrow, I'm going to want to get back to get that arrow. Ooh. Now I'm afraid to go out. That noise never means something good. Oh, that's not good. Now I'm kind of engaged. Okay.
You guys, check over there.
No.
I know you're here.
Oh, man.
Oh, now I got myself into this. This is not the way I wanted to play this. I really wanted to play it on stealth. And now I feel like I got to take them all out so I can get back my arrows. Do not like losing arrows. But they know, now they know I'm there. This is not a super great place to be because you can't see very far. All you can do is get them if they come through here, which may work. But now I'm going to spend far more time on this than I wanted to.
What about you? Nothing here either. No, keep looking. I'll touch out here.
But I guess this could be similar to the ambush scene in that you can hit them with a brick, take them out. The biggest strategy tip of all in Grounded is use the brick and bat combo. Stun with a brick, hit with a bat. It should just take one hit to take them out. Oh, I hate this because the game knows to draw you out and make you do something stupid. Refuse to play by the Last of Us rules. Be manipulated by the game. There's gonna be a guy around one of these just waiting for you. Okay, so another option is to take it really careful through here. Didn't even look behind me. Right back to where we came from. I don't know, I'd be interested in comments if there are some people that, if you can count on the dramatic music meaning something, or is it just to freak you out? Because there's dramatic music, but I don't see anybody. You could come around any corner at this point. You know, never having lived through a post-apocalyptic situation, I can't really vouch for the fact that this is like real life, but it definitely, everybody who plays Grounded thinks that it's just so much more anxiety producing since you have no clue what's going to happen. But I wish Ellie would, you know, she'll tell you if somebody's like right behind you, but she's not going to tell you, she can't serve as a lookout. Oh, see that, like that arrow right there, it just makes you feel like I mean, that shadow there makes you feel like somebody's right there, but I guess not. Urgh. All right. Maybe they'll talk about their movie projectors again. Ugh. Think they're waiting for me? But again, they're not gonna appear. They're gonna wait to draw me out, and it's just so nerve-wracking. If anybody's watching, are you watching just because you know I'm going to die a violent death here? Oh, man. If I pop in there, I know they're going to come at me. Oh, actually found something. Look at that. It was worth the trip.
Oh, son of a...
Let's get way out of here where we know we're safe. Well, again, here we are. The music is down. Is it lulling us into a false sense of security? Hard to know. But it seems like once you get those first guys out of the yard area, they don't come back. What is that noise? There's a guy. There's a guy. There's a guy. We got a lot of errors to go back and pick up now. I know I'm probably wearing all your patience down, but I'm taking this easy because I want to get this done. so funny the way it knows. Like if you step out there, it's gonna.
Holy shit!
That was not my plan. Well, I think there's only one of those guys left, but it's crazy. I'm proving myself a horrible shot with the bow and arrow. Getting more courageous now with it.
Oh my God.
Did he come down the stairs? Sorry, didn't find anything. There's just one guy left?
Son of a bitch!
Shit.
Fan out!
Jeez.
Fuck is he?
Come on, man. There's two ways out of this.
I didn't realize.
Yeah.
See anything over there? Hello? Hey, you okay?
Holy shit!
How is that possible? Oh, you're killing me here.
You were a part of that? I heard about it.
Okay, Paul Baines with GreatDad.com here, playing this stupid bookstore scene for the 8th time after wasting all that time trying to play possum with these guys. I'm back at it again. Just crazy. So, getting the AI now down. Okay, so this is grounded mode, Pittsburgh, the bookstore. We know there's not a ton of stuff to get in the bookstore, so we can go right back to the offices. There does seem to be a can of first aid on the shelves on the right side as you go in, near the window on the right side. But most of the goodies are in the far right-hand back of the office. And I don't know, I'd love to get a full count, if anybody's listening, how many of these guys are here, because I kept on taking them out, and they kept on coming. And at first it just seems like there are 3. Originally I was just going to run through it, but I couldn't seem to do that effectively. So each time I've played, there's a guy who comes here. If he comes from behind me, I'll freak out, but there's a guy who comes from here and we can take him out pretty quickly. But like I say, the AI in Last of Us 2 will probably be a lot better in terms of, you wait for him on that side, he'll come on this side. Oh God, I can't. That's happened to me before. He comes from nowhere. All right, Paul Baines of GreatDad.com, starting again for the 9th time. This is Pittsburgh, the bookstore on grounded mode. We know a few things here. We get impatient and we make mistakes, which is just so frustrating in this game. I know you can do a speed run. I can't do a speed run. I can barely remember from time to time how this thing works. But I do know here that we've got these 3 guys. They're going to be chatting for a little while, talking about stuff. And they've split up. One guy goes to the right of Joel, and you can come around him and stealth attack him. And then beyond the yellow car, another guy comes. But if you are impatient and don't wait for it, or you're looking around, you'll miss the fact that he's coming at you, and he'll see you. So. It'd be nice if these guys left some sort of weapons from time to time, but they don't. They're useless. So I'm going to park myself right here and hope that somebody doesn't come from behind me, because then it's all over. But each time I take a look around, you can just see that there's just 6 feet there. And if you turn around and then he comes out of there and you miss him, then he's going to be sneaking around the other side of that car and spot you really fast. But right now we got the element of surprise. They don't know that somebody there. I can't believe it. See, he just seemed to come from nowhere. How'd he do that? He didn't come through where he was supposed to, which is just confusing. If I leave him have too much time there, he will also see that. Okay. Oh wow, I got a shotgun shell out of that. Nice. Now the problem with the bookstore is that they're just, I don't know what this lower level is. I guess it's a bookstore devoid of books, but they're just all these shelves and nowhere really to hide.
New head honcho.
So we're back here, got to listen to them talk about
I don't know. Now that
projections and movies and the head honcho.
What is that really?
Nice time for a cup of coffee.
I don't know. Maybe we find some gas, get some more generators going.
So right there, I think in that bookcase there, straight ahead, is a first aid kit. And then everything else is going to be the far right hand, right in there in some offices.
Keep your expectations in
But I
check.
definitely want to get 1 or 2 of them out of here. Look at this guy. I did it again.
Oh, Oh, man.
This is stupid. So now, rather than taking that guy down, now I've engaged them, which is just dumb. For some reason, once these guys come through here, they don't seem to want to come back out to this area, so it's safe to go back and forth from one side of the bookcase to the other. That's what I like to do, is like to come over here where they're not expecting anything and then go back to the other side. So much for that theory. But I'm going to use up arrows that way. I don't like to use that. I'd rather have the bat. So that's the first time one guy has come back out. And maybe it's because I didn't get all of them.
Whoa!
Again, the AI wants to draw me out. Oh, it's so frustrating because there are still a lot of guys left. Okay, that's good. He's coming this way. Let's see if we have enough patience to wait till he turns around, because if he comes all the way here, we're just going to slam him and then... Yeah, I can't tell if he's... Man, this is scary. I'm planning on going back in there and getting as many of those arrows as I can.
I'll switch out here. Go check outside. Holy shit!
Huh. I'd never gotten that firefly pendant before.
Son of a bitch!
How did I just miss that one? Enough.
We were up all night chasing this kid.
I heard about